Good morning, everybody. My name's Mike. That's me at Filmboy24, and thanks for tuning in or just clicking. I appreciate it. If you're not familiar with me, I've been shooting and processing film for the better part of, well, at least shooting film for over 40 years, processing for quite a few years. I have an emphasis on movie film. That's where my true passion lies. This is a little series I call Found Film. Old film that was shot many moons ago and never developed. And we don't know who shot it either. This is one such case. I have a playlist called the Cameraman Mike Sound Film Box Set. This is going in it. It was a huge lot of film, sound film, featuring our little buddy Joey. We're trying to figure out who he is. We're going to add one more click to the litter next. That's right, we're getting back into Cameraman Mike Sound Film Box Set. These are sound cartridges. They have the little magnetic stripe on them, so we actually get to delve a little deeper into the mystery because we can hear people. We can hear what they're saying and know what they're talking about. You don't get that on most Super 8 film. This is a continuation. This is, I don't know, like number 28 or 29 in this box set that we're doing in the playlist. The last one we saw a recital of some sort. I don't know if you remember, it was Found Film number 80. This is continuing on. I'm trying my best to do these in some semblance of order. It's very difficult to do because I don't know if this cartridge really belonged in this box because they were all open when I got them almost 4 years ago. So I don't know if they fell out, let's put them back in, whatever. But anyway, the best I can do is the expiration dates or the process before dates on the side of the boxes. This one happens to be 12 of 1986. I don't think that's in the right box. You'll find out why in just a second. What we have here is Ektachrome 160 Type A film. I process it myself right here in my home lab. I use the HC110, the B formulation, 31 parts water to 1 part concentrate. I do it for 7 minutes at about 67 degrees Fahrenheit. I then rinse it, fix it, dry it, scan it, show it. What do we have, you ask? Well, you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell. This tiny little mem cart, you remember that's my goofy little way of abbreviating memory cartridge, holds this.
Yeah, you know, it was up like yours.
Mine has a filter
Open
and all.
to
I'll take this one.
I think this is
and I don't
really
even
easy.
like it, you know. Yours is, I wish that, oh, I've got a bigger one.
To John and Debbie, that's the you can use it. I don't even see what you guys are getting. You're going
got
so
whole imitation on the side, album, Ciara's perfume. And awesome.
Fat, green frog sits by the pond. Big frog, bullfrog, grandpa frog. Shuts his eyes, opens his eyes, rolls his eyes, opens his eyes, waiting for a little fat fly. I go walking down by the pond. I'm to see the big green frog. I'm to stare right in his eyes, rolling, winking, funny old eyes. But oh, he hears me coming. Splash! Very nice to feel how switchy flies between their toes. I'd rather wait a little like the smell of yellow rose. Nobody else but the rosebush knows how nice my feels between the toes. I met a little alpine once down where the lilies grow. I asked him why he was so small and why he didn't grow. He slightly frowning with his eyes, he looked me through and through. And just as before he said he had the other for you. 2. I had a list too, my very first one. I showed it to my mother and my, but she was proud. I had a list too, a little bottom one. I showed it to my father and he laughed right out loud. Then I wiggled it and wobbled it. I jiggled it and joggled it. I poked it with my finger. I poked it with my tongue. I bumped it once against my foot like chewy piece of apple. Then Daddy tied a searching with one ball and ran home. So now there's just a hole that I can whistle through. The fairies took my little tooth and make the shiny dime. I'll wiggle all the rest of them and try to find a few that maybe I can loosen up and pull some other time. I am a cherry tree. Of course, the robin knows it best because he built the. I shan't tell the rest. And made a poor little something in it. I'm afraid I can tell it every minute. But if the robin and the tree won't peep, I'll try my best a secret to keep.
If you're a longtime follower of this program, you might recognize some of that footage. So here's what I think we have. Clearly, the first 20 seconds or so, we have some people, some young people sitting on a couch opening presents. Don't know really the backstory behind that. What I do think is I think we're going to maybe find more of that as we dig just a tiny bit deeper into this series. I think maybe there's, hopefully anyway, a cartridge or two that shows the prequel to that. But what I think we have for the rest of the film is the prequel to what we saw in Found Film number 18. Now, you really got to look back in the playlist, because I think it's the fourth one in the playlist from November of 2021. We had the film picks up, I believe, right where this one leaves off. So that's what I'm telling you. I don't believe I'm doing this in any kind of real semblance of order, because we're, 3 years apart here in these films, but I think they are connecting. And it's a little play, a presentation of some sort. I believe that might be the San Gabriel Christian Academy in Arcadia, California, I believe, or San Gabriel, California. I think this family lived in Arcadia or in that area, because they're all right there in that same general location. I believe these films are very difficult to get edge codes from. Edge codes are little series of symbols that Kodak put on the edge of most of these Super 8 cartridges back in the day, so that later on we could identify the year that particular film roll was manufactured. When they add a sound stripe down the edge of the film, it's very difficult because they cover some of that edge coding. So I wasn't really able to find an edge code on this. The previous film I just told you about from 2021, that I believe had an edge code of a square, which would tell us this one's from about 1977. I do believe it's either a circle, square, or triangle, which is 76, 77, 78. That's my bestimate guesstimate. I don't know. So we're somewhere in the late 70s that this was probably filmed. And appears to be a Mother's Day event. I'm simply guessing because there's a huge sign behind these children that says Mother. Probably not a Father's Day event. If you know what it is, you dig a little deeper. I have these huge subscribers that follow, that really dig, that know what they're doing. That made no sense. But if you know how to figure out what's going on in there, leave me a comment. Tell me. I think the audio came out quite well for what we had to work with for a tiny little 1/16 of an inch magnetic soundtrack. I don't really know how wide it is, but it's probably around there. Maybe a 1/8 tops. There's one on each side. One of them's a balance track. So when the film is rolled up, it's not lopsided. But you could actually record on the little balance stripe as well. A lot of people didn't, but you could. You know, I hope you enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. This is Found Film number 82. We are moving our way on to 100. We are going to find out who little Joey is. We will find out at some point exactly who he is, where he's at, and hopefully get a hold of him, and let's find out what's going on. Let's do that. If you enjoyed this little episode, can you please show me by doing, see it up there? Right there. Hit that little thumbs up button. It means a lot to me. It helps this algorithm out. Really helps me get moving and keep motivated with my channel. And if you want to, you just do this. Do the subscribe thing. And then you really, really aren't going to miss anything. Because, well, especially if you hit the bell, it'll bing. It'll let you know when I post a new video. I'm doing my best to do Tuesdays and Thursdays and a Sunday live stream. So if you like chatting film with a bunch of cool, chatty film people, we got a really good group of people on Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Stop by if you can. I'd love to see you there. And until the very next time that I see all of your, don't point, that's rude. All of your beautiful faces. Whoa, that's the one. I always say that's the one, and it's almost never the one. I'll see all of you on the very next go-around.